Hello everybody and welcome back to a brand new video. So RuneScape has been around for quite a while now, and throughout its history there has been a lot of Easter eggs, small updates, and just generally there are a lot of things that people don't know about the game. So today I'm going to be going over some little known facts about old school RuneScape specifically, although a few of these could be from RuneScape 2 or RuneScape Classic. Anyway, I hope you enjoy and let's get started. First up here, did you know that in the Nightmare Zone, there is a very small chance for a cow to appear inside the dream? Now this is kind of a throwback to the fact that the Nightmare Zone lobby has had a cow in it forever. Now the reason that that cow is there and was never removed is that when they originally developed the Nightmare Zone, they didn't actually have a map editor, so they couldn't get rid of the cow. So because of that, they decided to give a rare chance of a cow spawning in an actual Nightmare Zone dream as somewhat of a throwback to the lack of resources they had when the game was being developed for the first time. Next up here, did you know that there is an alternative home teleport animation that you are still able to obtain? Now this was originally given out as a commemoration for RuneFest 2014, however there is actually a way to get it in game still. What you need to do is visit Diango in Draenor Village and redeem the code OSRS F2014. And once you do that, you'll get a very cool home teleport animation of a cow kicking you. When you are chopping a tree, there's a small chance that you end up getting a bird's nest. However, there's actually an Easter egg in the game that on a very rare occasion, the Armadillo Crossbow special attack sound effect will be heard instead of the regular chirping sound effect. I'm not really sure what purpose or why this Easter egg is in the game, but it was confirmed by Mod Ash on Twitter to be an Easter egg. I don't know if it's an inside joke, but kind of interesting. The Amulet of Glory is an item that a lot of people use, but actually has a much lesser known use, and that is for mining. If you are wearing it while you are mining, it actually increases the chance of finding a gem from 1 out of 256 to 1 out of 86, so it's pretty substantial. And on top of that, it will significantly increase the speed of gem rock mining. The only mine that it does not work on is the salt mines from the new Making Friends with My Arm quest. I really don't know why they decided to put that effect on the Amulet of Glory. It would kind of make sense to be a separate item. Coming in number 5, you can type in a text string into your chat box to actually hide your character locally. This doesn't work server-wide, so other people will still be able to see you even if you cannot see yourself. You need to type in : render self, and it will hide your entire character model. This is in the default client, so you don't need RuneLite or anything else to be able to do this. Once you're invisible, you type the exact same thing again to make yourself visible. Now this does have a few uses. For example, burying bones at the Chaos Altar. Sometimes people will try to log in underneath you, and you won't be able to see them because your character model will be overlapping. So if you type in : render self, you'll be able to see them when they hop worlds to try to kill you. Also, this is used in PvP sometimes. In the Deadman mode final, a few players are using the render self function to aid them in PvP. When you are completing the Monkey Madness quest, there is a part where you are carrying the monkey from the Ardi Zoo to Karamja. When you have this monkey, you can actually give him bananas, and eventually he'll spit out a medium clue. This has to be one of the most useful of these random Easter eggs. Getting a free medium clue from a quest is pretty decent. Nowadays, this Easter egg is known by a fair few people. However, for the longest time, nobody knew about this, and it was one of the best kept secrets for quite a while. Back in the RS2 days, prior to the release of quests like Recipe for Disaster and the introduction of new gloves like the Tormented Bracelet and whatnot, the best in slot gloves were actually Clank's gauntlets. These are obtained in the Underground Pass quest and don't provide much as far as combat stats go. They have a +2 strength bonus, which is pretty interesting for a quest item, and very marginal attack bonuses. You can still obtain these gloves if you want, and they are reobtainable for 5,000 coins. However, with the Combat Bracelet and the Metallic Gloves and Barrows Gloves, most people don't use this anymore. Throughout Gielinor, there are a lot of haystacks scattered throughout the land. You can search them and often you will not find anything. However, there's actually a 10% chance that you will find a needle in there. When this occurs, the player will say, "Wow, a needle, what are the chances of finding that?" A throwback to the old idiom, a needle in a haystack. There's also a 2% chance that the player will get pricked with the needle, causing them to lose 1 hit point. This really just solidifies the fact that RuneScape is really just one giant meme. There is a music track in Oldschool Runescape that has a hidden message in it, and that is the music track Norse Code. This track was released along with the Fremnik Isles quest, however it actually has a hidden message in it. The message is in Morse code, and what it spells out is RuneScape, and the way it does it is with the high-pitched flute in the song. Next up is definitely my favorite Easter egg in RuneScape, and for anyone who likes Lord of the Rings, it might be yours as well. And you go onto the bridge over the lava. Normally you are making the odium or malediction wards here, but if you bring a gold ring and use it on the lava, a goblin will appear and yell, "My precious," and then disappear. Clearly a callback to Gollum from Lord of the Rings. Now we can all agree that Oldschool RuneScape doesn't stick to realism. However, this still does not explain why you can use an abyssal whip to cut a banana. Logistically, that sounds extremely challenging. You'd probably need to throw the banana in the air and try to whip it, I guess, because whips are really not that sharp. On top of that, you can also use it to cut spider webs, which I don't buy that, but I imagine the spider webs in RuneScape to be really thick. You can't walk through them, so how are you supposed to whip through them? It kind of breaks my realism in the game, but now that you know, you can't unknow it. For quite a while, there has been speculation around the ham clothing. Most people think that actually reduces your chance of getting caught when you are thieving ham members. However, recently it was actually confirmed that while it does not reduce the chance of getting caught, it will make you slightly less likely to be ejected after being caught. When you're thieving the ham members, you'll get thrown in jail, but occasionally you'll just get ejected from the hideout altogether. So it doesn't make a very big difference, but it's interesting that a small Easter egg like this actually has a tangible effect on the game. In recent memory, players used to be able to train herblore without ever completing the druidic ritual quest. The way that this was done was with the botanical pie. The botanical pie was added in with the maniacal monkey hunting update in May of 2016, and what it does is give you a +4 herblore boost to level 5 herblore and create an attack potion. Once you leveled up your herblore past level 3, you'd be able to train indefinitely without ever having completed the druidic ritual quest. However, this has all been patched. Coming in at number 14 is probably the most game-breaking Easter egg in Oldschool Runescape currently. What you will need for this is a bottle of Karamjan rum and a banana, and when you use them together, yeah, what the fuck was the point of this? Literally all you do is put a banana in a bottle. You stuff the banana into the neck of the bottle. You begin to wonder why. What I really wonder is who took the time to code that into RuneScape. And last up here, coming in at number 15, is honestly probably one of the more useful tips on this list, and that is that you can actually have your Ava's accumulator auto pick up items directly into your ammunition slot. Now to turn this on, you need to come over to the ranged combat tutor, talk to her, and click on "Can you toggle my ammo to equip when I pick it up, please?" Certainly, if you pick up ammo that is the same that you have currently equipped, it will automatically equip that ammo for you. So there we go, our ammo will automatically equip. For example, we're using the rune crossbow right now, and if we have a look at our ammunition slot, it didn't actually use an ammo right there because we picked it up instantaneously. Obviously, sometimes your ammo won't normally get picked up, and sometimes your Ava's accumulator will leave it on the ground, but anytime your Ava's accumulator would normally pick up an item, for example right there we didn't use one, it'll automatically go in your ammunition slot instead of your inventory, which it normally would without that being toggled on. I personally didn't know about this for quite a while. Hopefully this will help somebody. And anyway guys, that is pretty much it for the video. Those were 15 tips, Easter eggs, or just unknown facets about Oldschool RuneScape. I hope you enjoyed. If you did enjoy this type of video, let me know down below with a comment. Like I said, there are a ton of unknown things in RuneScape just because of how long this game has been running for, and the mods for this game are awesome and add in so many tiny little details and unknown things pretty constantly. Anyway guys, thanks for watching, and I will see you next time.